went into Venezuela because Maduro had a charge that we wanted him for all the drugs and fentanyl and stuff that was going on in the United States. And you could argue there were other reasons for it as well, but that's here nor there. One country wanted them, we went in and we got them. And that gave us a false sense of superiority, that we could go in, get 0 casualties, in and out in no time. We're just the greatest, right? But then you got old Benji, who is wanted for war crimes amongst a litany of other things, and he's wanted by 124 countries, many of whom are allies of the United States. In the United States prerogative, we don't give a shit about those warrants. We're just going to let them bebop on in here and just go straight to Congress and promote his agenda of greater Israel and all this blah blah bullshit, and not give a fuck about everything else, because why would we? It's not like he has information on all of our political people, and if he was to let it out, it would destroy the system, which I say fucking let it. Did you know that they have upped the age limit requirement and have also lowered the disqualification requirements, so that if you have a single drug offense on your record, you can still sign up for the military? Now, why would they do that? Boots on the ground. No more wars. Anyway,
I think you all know that I've always felt the 9 most terrifying words in the English language are, I'm from the government and I'm here to help.
Today's video, I wanted to go over the vehicle slash QRF kit that I've put together. I know this is like a hot topic item or whatever right now. Everybody's all about QRF and vehicle and blah, 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 blah. That's not why I'm doing it. When I started making kits and trying out kits and stuff, there was always the thought process was to always have, because there's a potential for the need to have, some type of vehicle kit, which could also double as a QRF kit, whatever you want to call it. And this is what I've come up with. Now, if you've been watching the channel for any length of time, you know that I love the TAPS. I've used it for multiple things. I love split chest rigs. I've made my own heavy split chest rig. I have the Nezumi rig, which I love. I have the LBV 88. I've got multiple rigs, and each of them play an important role. Now, thanks to my affiliation with LA Police Gear, I was able to acquire a second set of level 4 plates. And when I was affiliated with Condor, before they quit having affiliates, I got a plate carrier from them. That one's fully set up and kitted out, and it will stay set up as a fully kitted out plate carrier. And while the Fat Boy Mark I has had many iterations of a plate carrier from fully kitted out to slick, I decided that that one was a better option as a slick plate carrier and what I wanted to use in this kit. So let's go ahead and get into this. Now, I gotta say, I don't have this fully finished yet. I had Ear Pro in here, but I took it out when I went shooting last so that my buddy could have some Ear Pro, and I forgot to put them back in here, so that's got to go back in here. But right on the top, we had the 10.5-inch Mark 18 clone. There are still some things that are going to be changing on this. And again, this isn't going to be a review video. That one is coming. But this thing, even with the brace collapsed, fits in here just perfect. So I like it for in here. One thing I do want to add on this is going to be a side folder. That'll make it collapse down even better and allow me to put this in a pack. Also, to fold, the side folder gives me a little bit more length of pull because this is still a little bit too short, and that would be a little bit more comfortable. Nothing in there. Nothing in there. And speaking of the packs, I'll try to remember to link the videos up here and down in the description. I have my 24-hour assault pack, which has gone through many iterations of things on here. We'll probably continue on with that tradition, but this works great for 24 hours. I also have the Condor 3-day pack, which does have these straps to compress and tighten it down. Allows me to carry a lot more stuff. I can put a bladder in here just like there's a bladder in that one. I could put plates in here, whatever. Both of those will fit in here with everything else. So depending on the situation, METTC, everyone's favorite catchphrase, is what pack I'd be using. Also, it'd be whichever one I grab, honestly. Then I have a pair of gloves in here because gloves are important. Protect your hands. I do have a couple digits cut out for that trigger feel, whatever. The main rig that is in here is the Waffle House Special. Now this is what I would consider to be my micro rig. It carries 4 mags. I have a pouch for medical and also has a tourniquet on the side. And then I have a small admin pouch. There's also a pouch on the back for the radio. I think regardless of what you're doing, the minimum amount of mags that you should have on you, not counting the one in the firearm, is 4. And that's probably a little bit too small, but this is what I consider to be my micro chest rig. I do have a video on this. Will be linked up there. Not necessarily a need to have, but the war belt just lives in here all the time. I also have my Raid modded M81 God's Flad top, which is nice. Then I have the Fat Boy Mark 1 that has been slicked back down to just a slick plate carrier, and I can literally throw any of my rigs over it and run it. I can run the rigs without this. This will fit in the pack, probably in the Condor pack a little bit easier than the 24-hour pack. But should there be a need, and depending on what I'm doing, there's a good possibility I would need plates. And then the last thing that I've got in here, which is another prototype and it's not finished, is my bandolier. Now, as you can see, this bandolier holds 6 magazines, and then you've got a pretty nice admin pouch. This admin pouch will actually hold, it holds at least 4 more magazines. It might hold 6 more depending on how bulky you want it to be. So that takes this from 6 to 10 to 12 mags, or it'll hold a canteen in here, or it'll hold a shitload of medical in here, or it'll hold 2 field stripped MREs. It's kind of METTC. What do you need it to be? I still have the shoulder strap to put on here, and I'm also putting a waist strap on here so you can kind of wear it like a satchel. This paired with the Waffle House Special automatically runs me up to 10 mags plus the one in the gun. That's without having any more mags in here. I have hydration in the pack. I have a canteen on the war belt, battle belt, pistol belt, whatever the fuck we're calling it. But I could put another canteen in here, or say someone shows up or whatever, someone needs something, and I need to be able to toss off ammo, medical, water, whatever it is to someone else, then they can strap this on and run it like a micro, although 6 to 12 mags isn't really micro. But this is the newest project that I've been working on. It's still a prototype. Once I get it all ironed out and the way I like it, I'm gonna attempt to make this myself, and maybe that would be something I would sell. I'm not really sure yet. And the materials that I would be using, not really sure yet. But you know, DJ's got some pretty bitchin' camo patterns out there with his Frac C camo. Anyways, we're digressing and digressing. But this is my vehicle slash QRF kit that I have assembled. Holds everything in here nicely, and no one really knows, especially when it's in the work van configuration. It just looks like a thing of tools or whatever, locked up, yada, yada, yada. So I'm interested in your guys' thoughts on this. If you have anything like this, the Strapped Woodsman came out with a video recently on his vehicles quick reaction kit, and it was pretty similar, and I had said something, I commented on his video about having a very similar setup, and that just got me thinking that I should probably make a video about this. And I know there's a lot of you out there who have the same concerns and considerations and thought processes, and I know I'm not the only one that's been doing this, so I'm interested to see what you guys have done, what you've come up with. Get down in the comments and let me know, number one, what you think about my vehicle setup. Number two, let me know what your vehicle setup is like. And just because I have the 10.5 in here doesn't mean that that's always going to be the firearm that I go with. I have the 14.5 as well. That's pretty much my go-to anymore. And that one could be in here. Obviously, it wouldn't be able to fit in here as a complete unit, but it could ride in here. The 16 could ride in here. But currently, this is how I have it set up. Also, while you're down there leaving me a comment, make sure you're hitting that like button. Make sure you're hitting that subscribe button. Hit that little bell icon so you don't miss any of the videos whenever I decide to upload them. I know you're getting 2 videos in 2 weeks, and that's kind of crazy because I haven't posted anything in like 3 months, but we're all getting lucky, right? Last thing, guys, do not worry about the cabal calling you a stupid goyim for noticing the things that are going on. It is prudent as your American duty, as a man, as a father, as a husband, as a protector, as a provider, that you not only notice these things, but you ready yourself for when these things pop off, because we are closer to things popping off, I feel, than not. They've said it over and over and over about sleeper cells and stuff that are here, not to mention they might not even get a chance. We could go into a societal collapse before that even happens. The price of everything is shot up within the last couple of weeks alone, and yet they're still asking us for more money and more troops to continue on with fucking bullshit that we don't want them to be doing in the first place. That's all I got for you guys today. Till next time, stay ready so you ain't gotta get ready.